Meet again, motherfuckers. It's fucking cold, man. It's low key, and I am. I say I am. You know who I am. Hey, low key. Today's topic: spiritual asset or demonic liability. Let's have a real conversation. You already know what time it is, man. You already know what time it is, man. It's gonna be a fast one because I got shit to do. Now we have a conversation about the truth. The act of speaking the truth is a ritual. Everything is spiritual. If a person tells you anything else, they're a demon. Okay? Now, I'm going to read this to you, right? Why would a person not accept the truth? Okay? We ask ourselves, we're truth seekers. We ask ourselves this question our whole life. Why, when you tell people the truth, some people reject it, some people embrace it, some people hate it, some people love it, blase, blase, blah. Check this out. This shit wild. It says because the truth exposes behaviors and certain aspects of that individual's personality that they know are largely self-destructive. Unacceptable, and undesirable. Don't nobody got time for that shit. What this reveals about an individual is that they're not living in truth and prefer comfortable lies instead. Have you ever known somebody and you tell them the truth, they get mad at you, but then one of their friends or somebody else, they'll lie to them and they cool with it. You be like, damn, when a nigga lie to you, you don't respond the same way as to when I tell you what's really going on. That shit kind of crazy. That shit, in the words of a Chicago prophet, that shit cray. They try to avoid the A word, accountability, especially when taking the A word. This is like saying Voldemort. Okay? The A word is like Voldemort to a person that's not on that level yet. Because speaking the truth is a ritual and a frequency within itself. It's a whole vibration. If it was a club, a lot of niggas wouldn't be allowed inside. They try to avoid accountability, especially when taking accountability would make them look bad. Remember, for example, a narcissist don't give a fuck about nothing in the world except their appearance. Let's have a real conversation. Weak people don't care about nothing in this world except validation. It's the craziest shit. This world is backwards as fuck. Backwards as fuck. Okay, and this is for women, men, children, old people, seniors, okay? Whoever it may apply to, all right? It says, in fact, anyone who is out of touch with reality and doesn't want to take responsibility for anything will become defensive when the truth is revealed. 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 I say revealed. That's one of the signs you can tell right there. A real nigga don't get mad when somebody telling the truth. A real nigga say, God bless you, thank you, and keep it pushing. It be the individual that they're trapped in this paradigm where they love a comfortable lie. And a real awakened truth seeker, a real awakened soul, we do not find comfort in lies. We do not find comfort. I feel like fucking goddamn this CIA MLK. We do not find comfort in deception. We do not find comfort in self-delusion. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We find a real, higher developed soul finds comfort in paradigm-shattering truth. No matter how much it hurts. When the young child realizes, oh, his mother doesn't love him. When the young child realizes his father doesn't love him. So on and so forth. Would you rather lie to, that's like the lowest. You hate yourself. If you sit up there and lie to yourself, you hate yourself. You hate yourself. Let's have a real conversation. The only person that would sit up there and lie to themselves is a motherfucker that hate themselves. I hate this world. I don't hate myself. Therefore, I don't lie to myself. Let's see. Only truly self-confident people take accountability and live in truth. Okay? The rest, like the 99%, the rest will cope with denial and projection. Truth exposes behaviors, okay? People don't want to look in the mirror. They want to project. They want to deny. They want to deflect. Okay? The truth, the act of speaking the truth is a ritual. Now, you got two types of people in this world. Everything is spiritual. The physical is an illusion. The physical is just intended to keep you on the lowest fucking vibration so that your dumb ass become addicted to this stupid ass world. That's a distraction. My opinion, whatever. What do I know, right? But in my opinion, you have two types of people in this world. You're going to have you got two categories, right? So you're going to have two types of people in your life. People that are spiritual assets to your life, or people that are demonic liabilities in your life. And where you can exercise your free will, because we don't have control over anything except our reaction, how we react to the energies within these people in our life. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, okay? Me personally, I utilize my free will to surround myself with people that are spiritually beneficial to my life. Because what is the alternative? The alternative is a person, a piece of shit, dwelling in your fucking energy. Let's have a real conversation. Three reasons we keep toxic people in our lives. Shall we? I say, shall we? What are the reasons we allow toxic people, family, friends, romantic partners, to remain in our lives? Why is it so hard to let go? Number one, either you need them or you can't ignore them. A recent study suggests we keep toxic people around simply because their lives are intertwined with ours. For example, your aging mother-in-law who degrades and insults you lives at your home. Despite the negative impact this has on your life, your options are limited because your husband is unwilling to put her in a nursing home. And you may also depend on her for things like childcare or help with bills. Another example would be toxic people at work, co-workers, bosses, subordinates, etc. You don't have a lot of choice when it comes to your boss or colleagues, and you can't entirely avoid them or refuse to talk about work-related stuff unless you're okay with losing your job. If pursuing a new position isn't practical, your next best option is to find a way to effectively deal with workplace toxicity. We live in a satanic simulation realm. This is Satan's kingdom. If you're not there, if you don't realize that yet, and this ain't even about religion, this is about just straight up on some spiritual shit. This is a low vibe ass fucking bitch ass world. And you got a choice. You're going to surround yourself with people that are spiritual assets to you, your soul, your quality of life, or you're going to surround yourself with demonic liabilities. People that when you're around, as soon as you get off the phone with them or as soon as they leave, your energy is all fucking drained. They drain you of everything you have to offer. And it's never enough. You know what I mean? It's never enough. Their thirst is never quenched. You know what I'm saying? For your energy, it's never enough, no matter how much you give them. Right? So this realm is a toxic realm, and the only quote unquote power that we have or control is to literally minimize how much toxic energy we allow around us. Let's have a real conversation. That's all we can do. That's it. That's all we can do. I could fucking end this video and get hit by a fucking truck. You understand? We don't have control over a lot of this shit, man. But what you can control is if you're gonna have a motherfucker in your life that add value to your life or fucking take away from your life. That's what we can do. Okay. See, and it said right here, that said, you don't have the power to change anyone else. And that's something that a lot of truth seekers don't fucking realize. That's why we've been saying since day one, you can't wake anybody up because you're not qualified to do that. You're not the source. The person has to go within, and they have to seek. A person has to seek transcendence themselves. You can't do that for them. So it says you don't have the power to change anyone else. That's why when I tell somebody the truth, I'm at a point in my life I got 1 foot in the next dimension and 1 foot stuck in this bitch. You understand what I'm saying? And if I'm being 100% real, I'm getting to the point, I'm transcending to the point where I'm not even like, I can't even deal with humans anymore. Like, I can't even deal with people anymore because it's the same shit over and over again. It's the same, like, it's the same bullshit over and over again, just a different avatar. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting to the point where I really can't even fucking, like, I can't interact with people no more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's rare you find people that, like, when presented the truth or presented new information that's truthful, they fucking just reject it. And that's wild disrespectful. The purest form of divine love is to share truth with another individual. And for you to reject that is piece of shit behavior. I don't know how else to say it. Do you understand? Once again, one of the purest examples of divine love is sharing the truth with somebody because you want to be on the same page. Like, you know what I'm saying? You want to share. That's why we do this shit. That's why you don't sit there and let a motherfucker believe a lie. You be like, yo, you know what I mean? You don't sit up there and let a motherfucker believe a lie. You know? Niggas be covered in negative energy, and as soon as you tell them, yo, you gotta get up out of that. You gotta get up out of that. You gotta get up out of that frequency. They get mad at you. All right, well, fuck it. Stay in that. Give a fuck. I did the work, nigga. It's like a motherfucker that finished. I finished my test, nigga. You the one that stuck. You know what I'm saying? You stuck, nigga. The fuck? Tell me. Ain't that some shit? A motherfucker be done with their test or their homework or some shit, and the motherfucker, instead of a person asking, instead of a person accepting your help or whatever so they can be done and whatever, go ahead about their business, they sit up there and get an attitude with you and shit. They mad at you. This nigga, I'm about to block your ass, nigga. Why you don't come on, glitch. Don't bring your ass over here blocking niggas, man. Your ass gonna end up blocked, nigga. On babies, on Pyru, on dead homies, nigga. That nigga wanna talk about Jesus Christ? Whatever. This nigga here, boy. I tell you, man. You finna be blocked, nigga. Once again, nigga, I was thinking about this earlier. Fuck the Bible, nigga. I am Jesus Christ, nigga. I get crucified every day by people that claim they love me for telling them the truth. Huh? I get crucified my whole life. I don't need to read the Bible, nigga. I've lived it. Christ consciousness is me. I've lived it. Since day one. Let's have a real conversation. Day one, getting crucified by people that's supposed to love you, that's supposed to be in your corner, that's supposed to have your back. Fuck out of here. I don't need to read no damn book, man. A truth seeker is Jesus Christ, is modern day Jesus Christ. I don't believe in that whole, you gotta go through Jesus, this middleman shit. And I could be completely wrong, but I don't believe in that shit. You gotta go through Jesus to get to the source. Yo, I found the source before I ever even looked up, before I ever did any research on Jesus. I already walked the path of Christ consciousness before I ever fucking did any research on Jesus. And allegedly this recycled story. He telling me, listen, the solution is not becoming numb. The solution is becoming grateful. It's like what DMX said, bro. It's the realest shit that nigga ever said, even though he was on Let's Have a Real Conversation. DMX sold his soul. The nigga took the album cover covered in gold blood. The nigga sold it. Nigga, come on now. Spent the rest of his life trying to buy his soul back. He said, I think in the song Slipping, he was like, you have to find meaning in the suffering or some shit like that. How I interpret that is you have to be grateful for for everything. For the good, the bad, for the life you have, the life you don't have. You have gratefulness. That's the solution. Because once you reach a state of gratefulness, you're not bothered by anything. So it's like numb adjacent, pause. But it's really not numb, because numb is a negative, in my opinion. Numb is more of a negative emotion. I'm not numb to this shit. I'm not like, oh, I don't care anymore. No. I'm grateful. I feel like, the emotion of, if there was an emotion behind being grateful, it's a positive emotion. I'm grateful for the pain. I'm grateful for the suffering. Because if I didn't experience all of this these fucked up, delusional people, if I wasn't exposed to these narcissists and loveless relationships or transactional relationships, I would be of this world. The reason I was able to detach from this world is because of all the fucking demonic shit I've had to endure. I'm grateful. Facts. You feel me? In my opinion. And see, you never gonna catch me slipping. I wake up and murder my ego every day. I always say, and I could be completely fucking wrong. I hate these Negroes and bitch ass niggas that get up on here and be like, I know exactly what the fuck you talking about. We all came in this motherfucker the same way. Crying and confused. Hello, kid. We all came in this motherfucker the same way. Crying and confused. What the fuck is this bullshit? I don't want to be here. Bright ass lights. Who is this bitch? Funky ass monkey? I just came out this funky ass monkey. I don't want to be here. It's bright. I want to go back to the fifth floor. Can I go back to the fifth floor? Huh? Sometimes I be feeling like Glitch is a lost cause, because niggas be having whole conversations with themselves. So look, to manage your reactions to and interactions with toxic people, acknowledge the need for self-adjustment, including attitude and role. Examine your personal views. Lower or manage expectations for others. Accept that people will do and say things you don't agree with, and it's not something you can control. Once you reach that point of radical acceptance, follow guidelines for effective communication, active listening, avoiding blame, being aware of tone and body language, reflecting for clarity. In conversations with toxic people, whether it's your mother in law or your boss, by being proactive, you're doing your part to avoid getting caught up in others' toxicity. In the face of unavoidable toxicity, I find switching to a counselor role is helpful. I set aside my personal viewpoint, opening myself to alternate views while seeking to understand, not judge, behavior. And you don't have to be a counselor to do this. This is, man, bro, this, whoo, I haven't read this much shit. I haven't read this much in a long time, y'all. I'm getting a headache. I try to view individuals in terms of what happened to you instead of assuming they're malicious or intentional. What's wrong with you? People act the way they do for a reason. I don't know what's happening in a toxic person's life or what they've been through. Maybe the snarky coworker is in an abusive relationship and lives in fear. Or maybe her son is in the hospital with brain cancer. Or it's possible she grew up in a home where her parents yelled and disrespected each other, shaping her view of relationships. The snarky attitude makes sense when viewed through different lenses. While it's never okay to be an asshole, I can understand why people are jerks. Somehow this knowledge serves as an immunity when encountering a toxic person. Their behavior is the result of something bad that happened to them. It has nothing to do with me, and I can choose whether or not to engage. They don't have power to negatively impact me unless I give it up. Right? Okay. Number 2, toxic love. It feels better to stay. So when Joe Strummer of the class sang the question, should I stay or should I go now? He already knew the answer. We stay in unhealthy relationships or continue to hang out with toxic friends because it feels good at times at least. The boyfriend who yells at you can also be incredibly sweet and caring. Or your gossipy friend who talks about you behind your back also happens to be the most fun person you know. Despite the sense that it's unhealthy, you can't resist. So you ignore the red flags because you crave the rush or the intensity. Or maybe what you desire most is the feeling of being wanted. I'll be honest, I can't read all this shit. We're gonna skip a little bit. If you can relate to staying in a toxic relationship because it feels good or are afraid of being alone, carefully consider and weigh out the long-term costs of a toxic relationship. There are far worse and more damaging things than being alone. I just told somebody this yesterday. I tell the truth to everybody I care about. Some people reject it. Some people accept it. Some people have, they see what I'm saying and keep doing the same dumb shit. But yo, God is my witness. God knows that I don't have to fucking explain myself to nobody. I'm the same goddamn person, you know what I'm saying? My values are the same. Okay? I was on the phone with somebody yesterday and I told him, I said, yo, it's time to let this person go. It's been time. It's overdue. And the longer you fucking continue to keep a demonic parasite in your fucking energy, in your space, you're gonna get to a point where you completely are broke, like you lose yourself. See, if people really fucking approach shit like on some spiritual shit, these motherfucking archons, these fucking etheric parasites, these are the like, bro, just watch Men in Black. That's all you gotta do. And think about that giant fucking roach. That's basically what these demons is. Think about just like watch American Horror Story and just think about the nastiest, ugliest entity you've ever seen. And whenever you talking to a narcissist or a bitch ass nigga or a piece of shit that avoids accountability, all this negative shit that make you feel icky whenever you talk to them, just think of that entity, because that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. And it's latched onto you. So the longer you fucking voluntarily choose to be a host for a fucking demonic you know what I mean? Like spirit realm parasite. You know what I mean? You're going to wake up one day and that's it. Your fucking essence is going to be sucked straight out of your fucking vessel, spirit, whatever the fuck. I'll be damned, nigga. Fuck out of here. Never in my life. Never in my life. You got fucking... Man, listen, these motherfuckers is parasites, bro. And what killed me, what really triggered me, is motherfuckers that defend... Motherfuckers out here defending fucking parasites. You got niggas defending archons. You got niggas... It remind me of what's going on in fucking Minnesota. These faggot ass niggas. We got Americans, human beings that were born in America, sacrificing their lives for fucking illegal immigrants. Never in my life did I see this shit coming. Americans won't fight for each other. Americans won't fight for that flag. Americans won't fight for niggas. But Americans are literally dying in the street now for illegal immigrants. Idiocracy is here, nigga. This is the weirdest mountain I've ever seen motherfuckers die on. This is the craziest mountain I've ever seen niggas die on, bro. You feel me? He said, we need impeachment. We need to burn this motherfucker down, allegedly. This dude, you really gonna make me put you on timeout, man, ain't you? There's like a disconnect with him. Something wrong with him. Something wrong with him. You know? I'm a content creator. I'm a content creator. And what we do as content creators that are truth seekers, we use these examples of what's going on the stage. Sad that I gotta explain this. We use these... The world is a stage. We use these staged events or psychological operations as examples. Nothing more, nothing less. And that's why I say I can't talk to niggas, bro. Cause niggas is not on the same. People not on the same. Niggas don't try to understand your wavelength. They just want to do this. They just want to do this or this. They want to do this or this. Sometimes you gotta shut the fuck up. How many people tell me, man, you're such a great listener. Yeah, we all should be. The fuck? God ain't give you one ear, motherfucker. He doubled down. Everybody should be a great listener. See, one thing that the spirit gonna do when you reconnect with source gonna teach you when to shut the fuck up. They don't lock the doors. Lock the doors. Lock the doors. Water style, lock the doors. Cause niggas don't understand what I'm talking about. When you reconnect with that divine source tell you when to shut the fuck up. It's time to listen. Stop talking. Stop typing. Lock the water style, lock the doors. Motherfuckers be so quick, bro. Motherfuckers just want to hear themselves talking. You know what I mean? That's why they miss. You know, these are cheat codes, bro. We all have the ability to reconnect with our soul and serve as a fucking conduit from the source. We all have that ability. And that's why I started this channel, so I can literally talk to other people that have activated and locked into that fucking, you know, that information. Because this information is an information war. You understand? Keep the doors locked. Keep the doors locked. How much money I could make if I was a preacher or some shit, nigga? Huh? How much money I could make? How you gain my respect, which my respect might not mean shit to you, but I'm just being honest. How you gain the respect of me is by appreciating and being grateful for the truth that I share with you, because that's how I feel about everybody else. When somebody take the time out of their day to give me some spiritual game, I'm grateful. I'm thankful. But you got motherfuckers out here, you take the time out of your day, you already got your own trauma going on. You got your own you in a whole other spiritual warfare battle. You getting your ass kicked right now. And you like, hold on, man. You pausing your own fucking spiritual battle going on to fucking help somebody else, and they not trying to hear it. It's like, all right. So let the dead bury the dead. Ain't that what Jesus said? Let the dead bury the dead. I never came here to wake nobody up. I came here to bring real people together, man. I came here to just be like a hub. Never came here to be like, you know, try to wait, you know, fuck you. Fuck you. You understand? Cause me, it's my tone. It's my tone. I get treated like Kanye. Cause Kanye be telling the truth, but people don't like, he don't have to say it like that. Bitch, grow up. Grow up. Grow up. See, now if you was in that wavelength of gratefulness, I need the truth by any means necessary, any way I can get it. When my grandmother was fucking cursing me out, whooping my ass, she was still giving me the truth. When I'm on the phone talking to somebody and they you know, gentle truthing, hello key. When a nigga gentle truthing and they trying to explain some shit to me, you know what I'm saying, over and over again, I'm grateful for that. I don't give a fuck how it come off. I don't give a fuck about a nigga tone. If a nigga telling me the truth, thank you. Cause you didn't have to waste your energy or time doing that. And that's why we in such a fucked up situation. That's why. Cause motherfuckers want to micromanage the tone of the truth. And that's why your ass getting recycled. It's like if we in the middle of the apocalypse, you know what I'm saying, and it ain't no food at all, but a nigga find a piece of bread or something, but it's on the ground. I'm not eating that. It's on the ground. Nigga, we about to eat this motherfucker. You better fucking blow on it, pause. What are you talking about? I'm telling you, bro. Free will is a bro. Free will is a luxury for lower vibrational people. Because when you tap into the source, you ain't got no fucking free will. You have to. There are laws. There are spiritual laws you have to be in alignment with. So you don't have the free will to do bad shit no more. Or low vibrational shit no more. You don't have that. Free will is literally for fucking low vibe people, bro. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. When you step into source energy, there are spiritual laws that's already in place. You tapped into the source, your ass not drinking. You not smoking. You're not fucking you're not listening to this demonic ass. Come on, man. Free will is for low vibe people, man. Free will is a marketing strategy. Free will is Satan's marketing strategy. Let's have a real conversation. Just like if you're a real person, there's law. It's just spiritual laws. You have to move and maneuver through life a certain way. Can't be like, oh, I'm a heterosexual nigga, but I fuck trannies on the side. Wait, what? That go against law. What are you talking about? It's laws, it's spiritual laws, man. If the idea of being alone terrifies you, maybe it's an indication that something's not right and that you're not okay. It could be a sign of low self-worth or could point to an intense fear of abandonment. It may also signify a lack of understanding or what it means to be in a healthy relationship. An intense fear of being alone is associated with some of the personality disorders and or could be the result of trauma. Number 3, it's so much easier to stay. Breaking up is messy and uncomfortable. Most people avoid conflict whenever possible, despite the fact that conflict is a natural everyday occurrence. It can feel unpleasant even for those with expert conflict resolution skills. In relationships, avoiding conflict does more harm than good. In a healthy relationship, it's necessary to address problems in order to resolve them, thereby strengthening the relationship. In a toxic relationship, conflict should not be avoided, but for different reasons. It may be easier to ignore the reality of your situation than to get honest. But this is detrimental not only to you, but to your partner, who will never have the opportunity to change so long as you enable the toxicity to continue. So what happens is these bitch ass niggas and bitch ass bitches be in fucking toxic relationships for fucking months, years, decades, whatever, and they get just completely their perception of what a healthy relationship becomes, it just get blown the fuck out. I don't know how else to say it. It gets destroyed. And people they eventually adapt to the toxicity and it becomes their, that's their way of life. Okay? And it don't matter. Whatever, with their parents, siblings, whatever, partner, whatever. But it's a reflection of you don't love yourself. You don't feel like you deserve better. You don't feel like you don't love yourself. You don't feel like you deserve to be loved. Let's have a real conversation. And that's a you problem. Where I'm at, only thing I want to love me back is source energy. I'm so bad, bro. Over the last year alone, I jumped up like 5 steps, nigga. Five, like on the spiritual ladder. I jumped up like 5 steps, man. Whatever the fuck. I've been climbing. They asked me for advice and never take it. So I got like 7% on this bitch. Once again, why do people keep toxic people in their lives? Either you need them or you can't ignore them. That's number one. It feels better to stay. That's number two. It's easier to stay. That's number three. And there will be no spiritual progression. There will be no spiritual progression when shit is easy. Okay? You feel me? When you in it, when you're in that moment and you're trying to become a better person and you're trying to figure this shit out, it's gonna hurt like hell. But then a year later, 2 years later, whenever the fuck later, you look back and you like, damn, and you realize, shit, I needed that. I needed to go through that to get here. So I say the same thing. I've been saying the same thing because I tell it to myself. You're looking at a person. I cut off my mother because she's a narcissist that never takes accountability. Her enemy is empathy. I don't tolerate that. I cut off my dad because he just runs behind her like a bitch. Everything you know what I mean? I'm like, nah, I'm not a bitch. So get away from me. I'm cool with my brother. We don't really talk. But I'm cool with him. We don't really talk. It is what it is. I'm neutral with him. I've had friends that I would hang out with every day. But then I would notice certain patterns, that low vibe patterns. You gotta go. I'm not that desperate. I'm not that desperate. The kingdom of heaven is within. I don't need you niggas. You only gonna keep me distracted. You only gonna keep my vibe low. So when it's my time to transcend, you just holding me back. Let's have a real conversation. So me personally, what I do when I got people in my life that's on bullshit, when I got people in my life, when I find out, oh, you like your problems. Oh, you defending demons. You get real comfortable with your parasites. Oh, okay. Okay. You niggas be cuddling with they parasites. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Not for me. You gotta go. You gotta go. You know? And me personally. So, with that being said, I appreciate everybody chiming in on the conversation. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without some truth seeking to step two. Okay? And what we need to do every day, we need to wake up and we need to put belt to ass to these demonic, etheric parasites, whatever the fuck. We need to put belt to ass. She said, I just put this nigga in, but I don't know what your obsession with me is, Glitch. I really don't. I really don't understand, man. This nigga said, I put you in my thumbnail. What the fuck? What the Diddy? So anyway. That's how I deal with it. Surround yourself with spiritual assets. People that make you when you're around them. People you love being around. People that make you smile. People that when you mention, you'll just be mention something in passing or having a conversation, and then you go see them, and they went out and they bought whatever you needed for you. They picked it up for you, stuff like that. Surround yourself with people that actually like give a fuck about you and boost your quality of life. People really feel like they are supposed to be loyal to demonic liabilities. People in 2026, people really like feel like, yo, I can't. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? No, that's you. This is a you problem. People really like tell me like, I can't do this. I can't stop talking to this person. I can't cut this person off. No, you can. See, I respect the person that be like, I can cut off this demonic parasite, but I'm choosing not to. I'm a master communicator. I'm a fucking empath. I see through people like it's fucking, like I got X-Men abilities. I see through your bullshit. Can't nobody lie to me. Might get away with it once, but it'll never happen twice. Ain't nobody ever in life you know what I mean, was able to, you know what I mean, fool me twice. Nobody in life. But I respect people that keep it G. I respect people that tell me, because all I speak is the truth, because that's my favorite ritual. Let's have a real conversation. That's my favorite ritual, okay? Is speaking truth. And I got so much respect for the few people that when I do tell them the truth, they say, you know what, low key, you 100% right. But, you know, for whatever reason, like, I just can't bring myself to evolving. To have a real conversation. That's the realest conversation you can have with anybody in this room. See? And that's not ego. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's not ego. Nigga tell you the truth. A nigga tell you the truth. So give me the truth back. It's a two-way, it's a two-way mirror. I think, and this is the last time I'm responding to you, Glitch, because you just be projecting, bro. And I low-key feel bad for you. Because everything that you like a bitch. You like a female. You like females that I talk to. You like a bitch, my nigga. You project. Men, we going on. Men don't do that. Men don't project. A man will ask a question. A man, I respect a motherfucker. Like, I respect somebody to be like, well, low key, is that your ego speaking? No. Just said I kill my ego every day. If I tell somebody the truth, what I want back from them is the truth. I don't want projection. I don't want delusion. I don't want lies. Because I love myself so much and I'm so tapped into Source, because I know Source wouldn't do that. I know Source wouldn't project. Source don't project to me. Source ain't delusional to me. Source doesn't deflect. Source doesn't gaslight. Fucking come on now. Come on now. So like I said, I'm on my way out of this realm. And all I try to do, like Jesus, because I'm not calling myself Jesus, because people project. People don't want to fucking understand what you're saying. They don't want to be in alignment with the truth. They just want to project and bitch and complain and be defensive and all of this other shit. All of this low vibrational feminine shit. The Source is not going to react any of these ways. Source is not gonna react. All right, you done, Glitch. You done. And that's why I said I don't fuck with you. You a bitch for real, dog. You a bitch. But God bless you, and I hope you find nirvana. I hope you find liberation. I could care less, my nigga. I could care less. I pray you find liberation. I pray you find find purpose in life. I pray you find gratitude, gratefulness. I'm out of here. I'm on my way out of here. I'm on my way out of here. I'm on my way out of here, baby. And me, like, I'm just such a real nigga. I want my people to come with me. I just want to see truth seekers win. If I got shot in the head right now, hit by, got into a car accident, whatever, I just want to open my eyes and see and be surrounded by other people. I'm like, yo, we made it. We got up out of there. What's wrong with that? But it's just, you gotta let the dead bury the dead. You gotta let these people, that's it. They gotta find themselves. I can't hold your hand through this shit. Nobody was holding my hand. I had to hold my own hand through this shit. You feel me? I respect people that's like, let's have a real conversation and let it be based in divine truth. The truth is not subjective. So if you say the truth is subjective, you're basically saying Source is subjective. It's the dumbest shit you can fucking ever utter in life. Just stupid. See, that's the parasites talking. That's the parasites talking. You notice, every time a nigga start telling the truth, the motherfuckers in the room that get defensive, That's who you need to cut off. That's who you need to get the fuck away from. On every level, social media and real life, I don't give a fuck. Get away, don't let them have access to you at all. Cause you don't need them. They need you. Niggas over here. I'm not over there. I'm on my block. Over here. Them niggas over there. They coming over here. You understand? They gotta come find you. They gotta come on your block. Keep the parasites over there, man. You understand? You tapped in, you ain't gotta explain yourself. You know what I'm saying? I have my little moments where I sit up here and I explain myself, you know, and guess what happens every time? Every time I explain myself to a low vibe person, they don't get it. They don't change. They ain't grateful. So the next step is stop explaining yourself. That's the next step in the spiritual evolution. Stop explaining yourself. If you got a relationship with Source, fuck everything else. Whatever the fuck niggas talking about, fuck that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? There's people in our lives, in my opinion, this shit is like, I feel like love is like Russian roulette. You know what I mean? I feel like we don't necessarily get to decide who we fall in love with. You feel me? And sometimes we fall in love with low vibe people. And sometimes it's rare we fall in love with people that's on our same wavelength. There's a lot of people in the true community that I know that's in relationships with fucking pieces of shit parasites. I don't know how, I don't know why. So that's why I feel like we don't decide who we fall in love with. All we can do is try to make them better. They try to make us better, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But we're in this vessel, and we're going to be here until we're not. And maybe we are a collective. Maybe we're all fucking collective. Me personally, I don't believe that shit. I think there's a lot of people down here. It's just we're not the same. We're not the same. We don't possess the same soul, spirit, essence. We're not from the same source. We're not the same. You know what I mean? In my opinion. But, you know, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, certain niggas be irritating my spirit. That's why I know when it's time for your ass to go. When niggas be irritating your spirit, that's when you know you like, nah, you gotta go. When niggas is fucking up your nervous system, you know what I'm saying? My nervous system is chilling. Man, you know what I'm saying? Pay attention to your nervous system. Man. My nervous system be minding its business. And as soon as it starts to feel uncomfortable, I'm like, oh, nah, we got to evaluate this situation. It's DEFCON 5. We got to figure this out. If you ain't bringing peace to somebody's life, you should see your way out. Let's have a real conversation. If you haven't found peace within yourself, stay the fuck alone. Stay by yourself. Let's have a real conversation. did. You did. So like I said, I'm on my way up out of this round. And I'm grateful for all of it. Because I'm like Goku, bro. It's been so many times in my life where like Goku, I was like, damn, this realm, Satan has, like, bro, whatever the fuck this is, whoop my ass, bro. I mean, there were days when I said, today is the day I go fucking do something purposefully to get shot the fuck up and murdered. Like, today's, because I'm a bitch. I would never kill myself. There's been days where I was like, well, I'm not making it to see Monday. And somehow, nigga's still here. So, you gotta close. It's all about, like we've been saying for a long time. You gotta look at this shit, man. You gotta look at it like a house, man. The source is like, you know, I'm thinking about this right now, so this shit gonna sound stupid, but, you know, source is like a home. And if you wanna enjoy peace in that home, you have to close the doors. We just had a big ass winter storm. Did you leave your doors open so all the fucking snow can come in your house? Or did you close the fucking doors so that you can stay safe, and warm and have peace? It's that simple. Source is like a big ass home. And you have to close the doors so these fucking pieces of shit, demonic liabilities, don't have entrance. That's all I had to say, man. I'm up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Even the bitch ass niggas, man. I appreciate y'all too, man. I ain't made a video in a whole week, man. So we got some music coming. And we gonna keep doing this until the day y'all stop seeing me. Because we do this because we want to help our fellow spiritual brothers and sisters, so on and so forth. That's the only reason why we do this. We do this because we want to help one another. We acknowledge that we have some sort of bond. We have some sort of bond that our mind was wiped. That we can't even remember how close our relationships were. In another realm, whatever the fuck. So that's why we do this, man. It's low key, and I say I am. You know, you're the most hated truth seeker. Nah, Waterstyle only do collaborations with Low Key T, man. It's in the contract. It's in the contract. All right, man. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Salute. Appreciate everybody chiming in on the comment.